Question number 13 deals with what? Direction of friction for a bicycle. So, for a bicycle, case number 1 is a cycle. It is moving towards right. So, here you have a chain, and this chain and you can say pedals diametrically opposite. This chain, when you pedal it, this chain drives the rear wheel. So, rear wheel is driven wheel and the front wheel is free. Free means if you use a stand, cycle stand, then use pedals, you can see that this rear wheel is moving, but cycle is not moving forward. The front wheel is touching the floor, but still the cycle is not moving in the forward direction. Reason is the front wheel is not connected to the chain. That is why it is free. If a ball is rolling, there is no engine in the ball, there is no chain connected to the ball, there is no rope, there is no belt connected with the ball. When you roll a ball, it stops after covering some distance. That is why friction for this acts in opposite direction. So, for a rolling case, free rolling, this is what the case is. So, front wheel is rolling, that is why for this case friction acts in a backward direction. Now, the question is, what about this rear wheel? Rear wheel is driven wheel. It is moving clockwise, this is also moving clockwise. If it is moving clockwise, suppose you have mud here, suppose you have some mud here. This mud will fly in which direction? Tangent. That means this wheel is trying to push the floor in the backward direction. That is why it will get friction in forward direction. So, the rear wheel is having friction in the forward direction and the front wheel is having in the backward direction. This is case number 1, pedaling. Case number 2, no pedaling. That means the person stops pedaling or this chain breaks, whatever the reason is. Now, both the wheels are rolling. If both the wheels are rolling, then friction in both the cases is in which direction? Opposite or backward direction if the cycle is moving in this direction. Now, for four-wheelers, cars, you can have cars all-wheel driven or say front-wheel driven. Maruti 800. This car is only front-wheel driven. Front wheel are connected with the engine and the rear wheels, they move, they roll. What about SUVs? SUV. For SUV, all the four wheels are driven. Why? Why they keep all the four wheels connected with the engine? Reason is SUV can move on a freeway, means in a jungle where you don't have a quality road. Any wheel can get trapped somewhere. Any wheel. So, this wheel should be capable of moving. All wheels need to be connected with the engine, so that any wheel, if any wheel is say trapped somewhere, then rest of the wheels will take it out. For example, in case of a cycle, suppose this rear wheel is in mud. Now you have some effort. Keep on doing this. This wheel will keep on in the mud, but this cycle won't come out. Why? Because its front wheel is not connected with the chain. If you connect it with the chain, then this wheel will help. But problem with the cycle is, if you connect it with the wheel, then by taking the turn, you won't be able to turn the handle. That is why only one wheel is connected. We call this as driven wheel. So what is the direction of friction for a driven wheel? Forward. What is the direction of friction for a free rolling wheel? Backward direction. Time with you is 5 minutes to write.